sent from somewhere in my soul. How they linger ever near me, and the sacred past unfold. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. Precious Father, loving Mother, fly across the lonely years, and old home scenes of my childhood in fond memory appear. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. As I travel on life's pathway, know not what the years may hold. As I ponder, hope grows fonder, precious memories flood my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, echoes from the past I hear. Old time singing, gladness bringing from that lovely land somewhere. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. Precious sacred scenes unfold.
First of all, I want to thank everyone for coming, some of you from very long distances. I would like to start the sharing with my own experience of my mom. I have very fond memories of my childhood in Newark. The house was always full of people. My 5th grade teacher lived with us when I was in 6th grade, and he's here. And my gym teacher was always at our house and remains a cherished family friend. There were at least 2 bands practicing constantly, one rock and roll, the other folk. Our last year in Newark, my brothers lived in the basement, and the upstairs was basically a girls' dorm with Mom, me, and 3 female teachers who rented rooms. Dad came home on weekends when he could. With all the activity in the house, it wasn't until we moved to New Jersey that Mom and I really got to know one another. Butch and Rob were at college. Dad was busy teaching, proctoring study halls, and meeting the other demands of boarding school administration. So Mom and I were stuck with one another, isolated for probably the first time ever from friends and family, just the two of us adjusting to a new experience. Mom withdrew, and I had to encourage her to get out of the house. And when she did, she developed new friendships. And it wasn't long before the gatehouse at the Garland School became another home for teachers, students, and yet another band. And I want to say that there is one person, a student from the Garland School, Carl Carson, who did make the journey here today, which is a real tribute. And I think he would concur that the door was always open. I learned more about Mom's sense of humor. She had often told me the story of dressing in a football uniform to go trick-or-treating with Rob at Halloween. They placed a smoke bomb on the neighbor's window ledge, and he ran out of his house chasing after them. He actually caught Mom, and Mom had some explaining to do. And then there was Mom's propensity for writing a certain four-letter word on dusty furniture as a reminder that she needed to dust. One time I had a sleepover of about 15 friends, bags lined up in the yard. One of my friends was amusing the group by making prank phone calls. Taking after my father, I went outside, crawled into my sleeping bag, and fell asleep, thinking everything was okay in the house because Mom was there. I was wrong. Mom was actually encouraging my friend Maureen to make more calls. Unfortunately, Maureen called her mother, who recognized her daughter's disguised voice, and called the police. So Mom had more explaining to do. But she always enjoyed having activity around her, and Burtis Point was no exception. The house was always open to family and friends. During the past year or so, however, Mom's friends became Rosie, Oprah, and Larry King. And her activity became watching Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, the TV and Uno being her constant companions. And thank goodness for Uno, wherever he is right now. The only dog I know of that has been taught to yawn on command. But that was Mom, one of a kind. She was a gentle nurturer, a compassionate and non-judgmental listener, a loyal friend, and a wonderful mother. But most importantly, she loved us unconditionally. And I'm going to actually ask Preston to come up here because he has a song that he would like to share. And then Preston will be bringing the microphone around to other people who would also like to share.
There was a grandma had a dog and Uno was his name. Oh, U-N-O, 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 and Uno was his name. Oh, there was a dog. There was a grandma had a dog and Uno was his name. Oh, N-O, 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 and Uno was his name. Oh, there was a grandma had a dog and Uno was his name. Oh, 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 and Uno was his name. Oh, there was a grandma had a dog and Uno was his name. Oh, and Uno was his name. Oh.
If there's anyone else that would like to share, we'd be happy to hear from you.
The falling leaves drift by the window. The autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. since you went away. The days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter's song. But I miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to fall, since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter's song. But I miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to fall.